about Mingin?
Don't you dare speak to me like that, you little minx. Remember, you are in my house.
Stop! I know my own business. What is it to you whether I choose to marry Mingin or not?
Do you suppose you can bully me? Oh, you miserable little matrimonial adventurer.
Every woman who hasn't any money is a matrimonial adventurer. It's easy for you to talk. You have never known what it is to want money. And you can pick up men like daisies. And respectable.
Ha! Respectable. And how did you pick up Megan? How did you pick up my husband? You have the audacity to tell me that I am
a siren? So you are. You were born to leave men by the nose. If you weren't, Marcus would have waited for me, perhaps.
My poor little Eddie. My petticoats, my unhappy darling. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. What can I do? It's not my fault. I'd give him to you if I could.
I don't blame you for that.
What a brute I was to quarrel with you. And to call you names. Oh, to kiss me and say you're not angry with me.
Don't slop and gush and be so sentimental. Don't you see that unless I can be hard as nails, I shall be mad. I don't care a damn about your calling me names. Do you think a woman in my situation can feel a few hard words?
Poor little woman. Poor little situation.
I suppose you think sympathetic. You are just foolish and stupid and selfish. You see me getting a smasher right in the face, one that kills a whole part of my life, the best part that I can never have again. And you think you can help me over it with a little coaxing and kissing? When I need all the strength I can get to make something stony, something iron. I don't care how cruel it is. You go all mushy and want to slobber all over me. I'm not angry. I'm not unfriendly. But for God's sake, do pull yourself together. And don't think because you're on velvet and always have been, that women from hell can take it as easily as you.
Very well. But I warn you, that when I am neither coaxing and kissing nor laughing, I am just wondering how much longer I can stand living in this cruel, damnable world. You object to the siren? Well, I drop the siren. You want to rest your wounded bosom against grindstone. Well, here is grindstone.
That's better. You really do have the trick of falling in with everyone's mood. But you don't understand, because you are not the sort of woman for whom there is only one man and only one child.
I certainly don't understand your marrying that object. What can console you for not being able to marry Hector?
And perhaps you don't understand why I was quite a nice girl this morning, and now I'm neither a girl nor particularly nice.
Oh, yes, I do. It is because you have made up your mind to do something despicable and wicked.
I don't think so, Hesione. I must make the most of my ruined house.
You'll get over it. Your house isn't ruined.
Of course I shall get over it. You don't suppose I'm going to sit down and die of a broken heart, I hope, or become an old maid living on a pittance from the Sick and Indigent Roomkeepers Association. My heart is broken all the same. What I mean by that is that I know that what has happened to me with Marcus shall never happen to me ever again. In the world for me, there is Marcus and a lot of other men of whom one is just the same as another. Well, if I can't have love, that is no reason why I should have poverty. If nothing else, Mengin has money.
Or are there no young men with money?
Not within my reach. Besides, a rich young man would have the right to expect love from me and would perhaps leave me when he realized I could not give it to him. Rich young men can get rid of their wives pretty quickly, you know. But this object, as you call him, can expect nothing more from me than I'm prepared to give him.
He will be your owner. Remember, if he buys you, he will make the bargain pay him and not you. Ask your father.
You need not trouble on that score, Hesione. I have a lot more to give Boss Mengin than he has to give me. It is I who am buying him. And at a pretty good price too, I think. Women are better at that sort of bargain than men. You see, I have taken the boss's measure, and 10 Boss Mengins shall not prevent me doing far more as I please as his wife than I have ever been able to do as a poor girl. Shall they, boss? I think not. Well, I should not have to spend most of my time wondering how long my glove should last anyhow.
Ellie, you are a wicked-souled little beast. And to think, I actually consented to fascinate that creature there to save you from him. Well, let me tell you this. If you continue this disgusting match, you will never see Hector again if I can help it.
I have nailed Mengen by telling him that if he does not marry me, he should never see you again.
Oh!
So you see, I'm not unprepared for you to play that trump against me. Well, you just try it, that's all. I should have made a man out of Marcus, not a household pet.
You dare!
Set him thinking about me if you dare!
Well, of all the impudent little fiends I ever met, Hector says there is a certain point at which the only answer you give to a man who breaks all the rules is to knock him down. What would you say if I were to box your ears?
I should pull your hair.
That won't hurt. Perhaps it comes off at night.
You don't mean to say, Hesine, that your beautiful black hair is false.
Oh, don't tell Hector. He believes in it.
Even the hair that ensnared him is false. Everything false.
Other women can snare men in their hair. I can swing a baby on mine. Aha! You can't do that, girl, do you?
You have stolen my babies.
My petikins. You know, what you said about my making a household pedigree is a little true. Perhaps he ought to have waited for you. Would any other woman on earth forgive you?
No! What right had you to take them all for yourself? There. You couldn't help it. Neither of us could help it. He couldn't help it. Oh, don't say anything more. I can't bear it. Come, let us wake the object.
Great job, kids. Good job. Good job.
This is Chris signing you off.